When you look at a map of Africa, your eyes are immediately drawn to the massive stretch of land at the very top. Algeria. It is the largest country on the African continent and the 10th largest in the entire world. But looking at a map doesn't even come close to doing it justice. This isn't just one environment, it is a place of absolute extremes. Today, we aren't talking about tourist traps or travel budgets. We are looking at the raw, unfiltered beauty of Algeria. From coastlines that look like southern Europe, to mountains that split the sky, down into a desert that holds secrets from the dawn of human history, let's look at what actually exists inside these borders. Algeria's geography is basically divided into massive, dramatic layers. The very top layer is the Mediterranean coast. If you dropped someone here blindfolded, they would swear they were in Italy or Greece. You have hundreds of miles of turquoise water crashing into the fertile green valleys of the Tel Atlas Mountains. During the winter, these peaks are actually covered in thick snow. And the way humans have adapted to this landscape is unbelievable. Take the city of Constantine. Thousands of years ago, people built an entire metropolis right on top of a massive, fractured rock plateau. The city is literally split down the middle by a plunging, terrifyingly deep ravine. To get from one neighborhood to another, you have to cross massive suspension bridges suspended hundreds of feet in the air. It defies gravity, and it shows how extreme the northern landscape really is. As you move south, away from the coast and over the mountains, the greenery fades and you step back in time. Algeria holds some of the heaviest histories in the world. Before the Sahara completely takes over, you hit the high plains, and sitting out here in the open are the ghosts of ancient empires. This is Timgad. Back in the year 100 AD, the Roman Emperor Trajan ordered his military to build a massive fortress city, right here out of thin air. Today, it is one of the most perfectly preserved Roman cities on Earth. You can literally see the exact grid the military engineers laid out. You can walk down stone streets that still have the ruts worn into them by chariot wheels. They even had a massive public library and a 3,500-seat theater. It stands perfectly frozen, a massive footprint of an empire right on the edge of the African desert. Then, you cross into the south, and the south is ruled by the Sahara. The desert takes up about 80% of the entire country, but it is not just flat, empty sand. The Algerian Sahara is violent and mountainous. Down in the center, you have the Ahagar Mountains, where black volcanic rock pierces straight up into the sky out of the red dunes. But the most fascinating place is further east in a massive, alien-looking plateau called Tassili. In the local Tomahawk language of the Tuareg people, the name literally means Plateau of Rivers. Now look at this landscape. It is one of the driest, most unforgiving places on the planet. So why would the people who have lived here for thousands of years call it a Plateau of Rivers? Because not that long ago in geological terms, this place wasn't a desert at all. Hidden deep within these rock forests is a 12,000-year-old diary of a lost world. There are over 15,000 paintings and engravings here, and they tell a story that feels like a hallucination. You'll see images of hippos, elephants, and crocodiles. These aren't just doodles, they are highly detailed observations of animals that cannot survive without massive amounts of water. And then, there's the mystery that no one can quite explain. Mixed in with the animals are the round head figures, massive 6-meter-tall beings that look like nothing else on Earth. Some call them the Great Martian Gods. Whether they represent ancient shamans in ritual masks or something more mysterious, they've stood guard over this plateau since the days when water flowed through these canyons. That is the reality of Algeria. It is massive. It is extreme. It holds the snow, the sea, the ruins of empires, and the ancient memory of a green Sahara. It is a living, breathing history book carved into the earth. And honestly, we barely even scratched the surface today. In a country this huge, you could spend months exploring and still not see all the hidden oases, the coastal fortresses, or the deep desert canyons. But if you found the raw geography and history of this place as fascinating as we do, hit the like button and subscribe. We are exploring every corner of this incredible continent, and we want you along for the ride. See you at the next one.